where New York hides its forgotten souls. You think you know New York City? You see the giant skyscrapers and all the money, and you think it's the greatest city on earth. But I am about to show you something completely insane. Just a few miles from Manhattan is a secret island where New York literally hides over 1 million bodies. This is Hart Island, and it's one of the biggest secrets in America. How is it possible that an island with 1 million people buried on it is basically unknown? This is a potter's field. It's where the city buries anyone who dies with no money or no family. We're talking everyone. Homeless veterans, babies who never left the hospital, and victims of every major crisis. It's actually unbelievable. This started all the way back in 1868. The city bought this island, and a year later, the first person was buried here. Since then, over 1 million more have followed, and their burial system is wild. People don't get their own headstones. They're put in cheap pine boxes and buried in gigantic trenches. And get this, every trench holds 150 caskets, stacked 3 boxes deep. For 100 years, the people digging these graves were prisoners from Rikers Island, getting paid only 50 cents an hour. 50 cents. But the most insane chapter of this island's history happened during the AIDS crisis. This might be the biggest burial ground for AIDS victims in the world. Back then, people were so terrified of the disease that funeral homes refused to touch the bodies. So, they were all sent here. In 1985, they buried the first 17 people, including a baby, in a super remote part of the island, in graves that were 14 feet deep, way deeper than normal. The burial crews wore full hazmat suits because they were so scared. It was complete and total panic. Then, when COVID-19 hit, this place was suddenly in the spotlight big time. Burials literally exploded. The number of people buried here more than doubled from the year before. It went from 25 burials a week to 25 burials a day. But this horrible tragedy forced a huge change. In April 2020, they finally stopped using prisoners for burials. And after years of fighting, the Parks Department took over. In late 2023, for the first time ever, they opened the island for public tours, so families could finally find where their loved ones are. This is a massive change, but there's still so much more to do. Before watching this video, did you have any idea this island even existed? I actually want to know, so smash that comment button down below. Today, there are real plans to make the island more accessible and build a memorial for the 1 million souls buried here. This island is the craziest contrast, a place of unbelievable sadness right next to the city of dreams. It's the final forgotten chapter for generations of New Yorkers. And this place makes you ask one simple but powerful question. What does a society owe the people it leaves behind?